how to achieve anything and become anything you want to be and do anything you want to do in this world. And nothing is impossible, honestly. And I feel like the first thing to do that and to achieve that is having the right mindset to do that. And having the right mindset is knowing that you have to at least try to be able to get there. You have to at least do something to get there. And I feel like another thing with the mindset is a man who says they can and a man who says they cannot are usually both right. So with that being said, if you go into a situation saying, "Oh, I can't do this," obviously you won't be able to do it because you told yourself that you can't do it off rip. So why would you be able to do it? And then, but if you go into a situation saying, "Oh, I got this. Let me do this. I got this," you'll be able to do it because you already told yourself you can. And I feel like another thing that like helps with that is like putting yourself in the right position to become that. For me, I want to become a YouTuber. So for me to become a YouTuber, I have to be a YouTuber. It, yeah, Captain Obvious, yes. But for me to be a YouTuber, I have to do YouTuber things. I have to do this. I have to try new things. I have to learn new things about being a YouTuber. I have to treat my life like a YouTuber for me to become a YouTuber. So I feel like that's part of the mindset. You gotta if you want to be successful, you have to think successfully. You have to think positively. And I feel like that's what you got to do. You can't think negative, and you can't be like, "Oh, I can't do this just because this, that, and the third." And I feel like another thing is stop having fucking excuses. Because your brain can always come up with some excuses of why you can not do some shit and why you cannot achieve some shit, and stop acting off your fucking mood. That's another fucking thing that you gotta do. Stop acting off your fucking mood. Just because you don't feel like getting out of bed that day does not mean you don't get out of bed that day. You're like, "Oh, I'm not feeling it. Yeah, this, that, and the third." So fucking what? Get out of bed, do what you need to do, and then afterwards, continue doing what you need to do. Stop acting up your emotions. If you sad, does not mean you get to lay in the bed. Nobody's gonna fucking help you. The money stops. You cannot make no more money if you laying in bed. You cannot achieve anything you want to achieve if you going off your feelings. And I feel like that's another thing that people have to understand is stop acting off your fucking feelings and your moods. That's part of mindset. Your mindset, your mindset is not connected to your feelings at all. Your mind and your heart and how what you feel and what you think are two completely different things. You can think one thing and you can feel one thing. All right, it's two different worlds. All right, and your brain will also trick you into thinking that you did not do the activity. Your brain will trick you. Your brain does not know what's reality and what's false. So trick your brain and get up, do the activity. Delayed gratification is another thing that I want to get into. Is not talking about your task, not talking about like what you're gonna do, not talking about like, oh, to your friends, like, "Oh, I'm gonna be a YouTuber. I'm gonna do a YouTube video this Friday." Your brain sending off dopamines in your brain is sending off dopamines, saying that you already did it, that you already accomplished that task. So why would you be able to? You're not gonna do it because your brain already thought you did it. So it's just delayed gratification is another thing that you got to learn. So yeah, just I feel like that's the best way to achieve anything is those things. And I feel like if you can get those things down, I feel like you can achieve anything. Me, myself, and I have not achieved those things personally. Like I've gotten closer. I've gotten better. I still sometimes act off my mood. I will not lie. Sometimes I wake up late. I will not lie. Yeah, sometimes I'm a little lazy. I need to get better at that, and I need to work at that. But I've made most progress this year than I have before. And I feel like that's just by the change of mindset and just putting in practice and constant experience and constant like just doing things. Just keep trying things out and just learn. I feel like it's another thing will help anybody. You gotta have the right tools for the right thing.